Yo, what's up, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Fury Road and what's the other one? Oh, the Road Warrior. That's the original one, right? Yeah. What's going on? Man, I feel like just, like playing with the Junkions really, really kind of puts me in that type of mood. You know what I mean? Did I say Fury Road? I think I mentioned Fury Road, right? I don't know if they're going to do another one, but I'd be really interested in watching that. But like I said, yeah, that Pocahontas, the post-apocalyptic theme from the Junkions and Mad Max, I feel like fits really, really well, and so that's probably why I'm kind of like channeling those vibes right now. Quick heads up, this is my lunch video, so you may hear a little bit of pep in my step and a little choice in my voice. Actually, that didn't make any sense, but it rhymed. It sounded good, kind of. so so yeah. My morning vids, if you join me regularly, I'm pretty froggy, and kind of in the evening vids, I'm kind of groggy, and so middle of the day, oh man, I try to think of a word that rhymed with augie. So I'd be like, yeah, morning I'm froggy, evening I'm groggy, but middle of the day I'm augie. Anyway, anyway, like I said, this build, this build is all sorts of nice. This is a double crash bar and a single scrap hook. It took me a second to kind of figure out what to do with the legs, but I just had crash bar in the alt mode, and I was like, wait a minute. If I just pull off the front part, this is just going to look like a bona fide leg with these mad engines in the back. And yeah, I was like, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Yeah. And when I say we, I refer to we oftentimes in the video. It's not a royal we. There aren't other builders here with me. It's just me and the anima, the spirits that inhabit these toys and stuff. And so when I say we, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so we were just like, wow, this is awesome, man. What are we doing? And so yeah, we went about going to put this together. His legs are in a permanent A stance because his calves are so chunky you can't close them anymore. But I'm okay with that. I think it exudes a lot of power. Same thing going on in the arms as well. The arms are a little bit long in my opinion, but at the same time, just at a quick glance, it's not too bad. I think optimally the fist probably should have ended right there, right? If we remove that and you see that it came down to there, yeah, or maybe just a little bit longer, something like that. Yeah. But it's all gravy. It's all greavy beepy. And so originally when I created this, I had not used 100% of the parts, and that was fine. And I brought it to work this morning, and as I was just kind of like setting it up for display, and I was like, wait a minute. Started messing around with a couple of things, and bada bing skis, bada boom skis. Yeah, we got everything to fit, and I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm pretty pleased with that. Let me get this guy all centered again. I've mentioned in the other videos that this dude meaning Scrap Hook, he reminds me of Hot Rod, but in this version, this mode right here, dude, he reminds me of Rodimus, man. He reminds me of Rodimus in his Armada. The Power Links version. Not really sure why this guy is giving off those vibes to me, but that's what I feel. It reminds me of that. Yeah. So while the individual scrap hook may have been Hot Rod, yeah, this dude screams Rodimus to me, and I'm okay with that. Like Mad Max Rodimus or something, dude. I would love a spin. You know how there's like Shattered Glass? If there was a spin on the Transformers where they all became Junkions or something, meaning like their sparks all got extinguished, their chassis were left behind on the planet of junk or something. And by the way, all that creaking and stuff you hear is me just kind of adjusting my chair. And then they had to be retrofitted junk style. Dude, that'd be badass. I would love to invest in a line like that. Another line that I was actually thinking, and I've been thinking of maybe sending this to Hasbro, is that so we have the Junkions, right? And further enhancing and expanding upon the Build Formers concept. I'm like, dude, what about the Decepticons, right? What about the alternate faction? What if we had a line called Shockwave's Experiments? And dude, you could just be mad creative because anything really would kind of fit in that realm as being a Shockwave's experiment. You know what I'm talking about? I think that'd be really, really cool. I mean, you can go balls nuts, dude. You can go crazy, dude. And so, yeah, that'd be really, really fun. And I feel like it would fit the theme of Shockwave being mad scientist, producing all these parts and bits to make new toys. And I don't know. I think it'd be cool. But this guy's pretty rad. And in this video, which has spent 5 minutes of your life without going over the tutorial, I'm going to start on it now. Yeah, in terms of the format for these videos, I typically kind of yammer at the beginning, then I talk about inspiration, then I go into just the creation itself. Maybe next time I'll just reorient it. Well, I'll just go into the tutorial directly and then I'll talk about it afterwards. But I don't know. I don't know. The inspiration for this guy was simply make use of these ingredients: two crash bars and a scrap hook. That was it. That was the assignment, and I think I got it right. And yeah, this is the result. Hadn't really intended on it looking like this, but after I figured out this leg bit over here, everything kind of fell into place to some degree. So yeah, this guy's tight. So let's go over how to build him. The legs are, like I said, essentially they are just a crash bar in his vehicle mode with the front part of the motorcycle removed to become the shoulders. And then we have the arms of Scrap Hook plugged into the underside of Scrap Hook's or Crash Bar's foot. That's the bulk of the build. I know it sounds crazy, but no, seriously, that is the bulk of the build. And on the back over here, we have Scrap Hook's back piece opened up. We have the little orange accessories plugged in, which then allow us to mount Scrap Hook's feet back there to, I don't know, create some type of like frame, backpack, and maybe I can get a little bit more creative with that, but whatever, dude. It is what it is. And so, no, I'm good. So let's start by taking apart the easy bits. I'll only do one side because some of the other areas have pieces of paper stuck, and actually only one does, and that's right here. And so let's just kind of gently remove these. All right. Oh, and by the way, if you've been noticing, yeah, I've just been doing more verticals, more vertical videos. Actually, the entire set of all the new videos, I've just been doing vertical. And if you want to know why, one, it's easier for me. There's less setup, there's less breakdown, so it saves me time. But ultimately, it's because it makes zero difference. No one's watching my videos longer because they're in vertical or like landscape or portrait. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference at all. I mean, some people may not like it, but other than just individual preference aside, it makes no difference on the performance of the channel in these videos. And so whatever, dude, I'm just going to go with what's easy and what's accessible to me. And so, yeah, so thank you for understanding, okay? And don't be mad. All right, so this is a crash bar. And normally, this would be plugged in like this, and then this gets, yeah, so that's essentially, and then this flips over, right? So you just remove this one, and you keep that leg straightened, and you plug in the, and so on adjacent sides, on both sides, there's supposed to be saddlebags, one here, and there's another one over here. This one we removed, this one we kept, and on the outside, we've plugged in the shin guard, this thing right over here. We've plugged in the shin guards, and so it just kind of beefs up the leg. And there you go. That's one leg. Very, very simple. And the arm. So we have this little peg over here, right? That's going to be connecting into the scrap hook. And then you can kind of fold this down. And then from here, that little hole underneath the foot, you can plug in the arm. There you go. And the little chevron exhaust, yeah, we got going on right there. And you pretty much just plug that in, and you fiddle around with the fit and finish, clean it up, and he looks good. It looks good, and I'll do it later. Yeah. On the back, you got to open up this foot part, the toe bit from crash bar or scrap hook, and then you got to thread that orange thing through this empty cavity. Yeah, otherwise there's not a ton of clearance. And then from there, you just open up the doors on scrap hook. Then you just plug that in. And then you can orient this however you want. The only thing I don't like, it's a little loosey-goosey, a little kind of like flapping in the wind back here. But it's all right, dude. I mean, he's just chilling on my shelf in my collection. And plus, I'm going to take him apart like in a little bit. And so afterward, just put all the parts together. And, because of the simplicity and like... because we're not really messing around, with the transformation of Crash Bar, I feel like even though this guy is using 3 bots, I feel like I'll be able to put a quick tutorial or a fast build. You know those new types of videos that I've been putting out where it's just 1 minute and it's either me showing you a tutorial or it's me showing you how I'm assembling these toys. I think I'm going to be able to get them in one of these. So we have this toe accessory, and I can just put that wherever we want, wherever it fits. The only negative bad part is you just gotta stand them up properly. There's lots of points where the legs can like bend and give, and this part over here is not playing nice. There's a little bit of a clearance issue with this, and so maybe if I plug it in the tire. All right, that's cool. So yeah, you just want to make sure he's cleaned up so he looks good proportionally. The legs are as close together as possible. And see how he's like leaning back? Just adjust everything. Just adjust everything. Just pull him forward in the way you want it to. The center of balance is fine. You just need to just kind of set him forward. And after you do that, just clean him up. I, for some reason, just cannot clean him up as how he was before. I think it was something like that. I think that's good enough. Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So, uno crash bar and dos, or sorry. Tú necesitas un scrap hook y dos crash bars y then puedes, and you can make, man, I forgot how to say make. Then puedes, because puedes is can. Then I don't know. You can make this. You can figure it out. two crash bars and one scrap hook, baby. You'll make it happen with this video, right? Yeah. All right. Have a lovely day. All right. Bye.